Okay, welcome back guys to another moment of tutorial. So today guys, we are going to be mixing and I'm going to be teaching you guys how we can mix our vocals to sound like just this kind of modern kind of vocals, this kind of modern kind of sounding Afrobeat. So without wasting much time, let's dive into what we have here. So in our last tutorial I talked about how we can mix our beats before we can mix our vocals. So if you haven't watched that video, go down and watch this video here. I'll be placing the thumbnail on the video so that you can easily locate it. So now let's mute our beats so that we can just, because today we are just working on only vocals, so we are not going to be talking about beats today. So I'll be muting these beats. Alright, I just mute everything that comes sign my beat now. So let's take a look at the vocals on how they
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I no go follow you.
You are taking over,
baby. Give me your body, make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy. Keep me your company, Give me your body, make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy. Keep me your company,
So right now, this is the vocals we are going to be talking about, and this is what we are going to be mixing. So that's how it sound mixed. So I'll be taking off every plugin that consign this now. Let me take off all the plugins we have these vocals, so that I'll be playing the vocals in a raw form so that you can listen to how they sounds with it. So let's see how it sounds without plugs.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I no go follow you. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I no go follow you.
You are taking over,
baby.
Okay, that's how the vocals sound raw. So let me be muting some of the backups so that it won't be on us so much. Okay, now, so once you get your Afro vocals, like when it's raw, the first things we have to talk about is our auto tune, which is one of our major keys to mixing of vocals. So adding your auto tune, first of all, you have to find the key to your auto tune, which you can basically use an auto key, or you can use a mobile app called a Volokoya. I think you can get the app on the Play Store with your Android phone, and it's also on for iOS also. You can get it and insert your beat into it. But for the fast work, for you to get something fast, you can use auto key, which is, this is an auto key. This is what I mean by auto key. Sorry, I just loaded something else. Okay, you can also use an auto key, and this is the auto key. I have videos that talks about how to find the key to your beat. You can use it, throw it on your beat and play the sound. It's definitely going to give you the keys to your beat. So now let's dive into what we have here. Now, auto tune. So first of all, one of the things I added was an auto tune. I found the key to my auto tune. I set my input type to low Mi, and then my keys to B minor, and that was what I set. My retune speed, because the producer who sent this to me from Lagos says that he wanted a more auto tune on the vocal, so I added more auto tune, leave natural vibration as normal, and then add some humanizing to it, about 6%, and it sounds this way.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I no go follow you.
You are taking over,
Baby.
So I'm going to be muting my backups so that I'll mute everything concerning the backup so that we know what we are doing. So let me mute all the backups. Yeah, just mute all the backups now. So now, after adding my auto tune, that is how it sounds. So the second plugin that you need to add now, at this moment, you have to add an EQ to your vocals to take away some kind of low frequency that you don't like. What do I mean by low frequency? Some kind of frequency that is very bossy in your vocals, and that is why I added an EQ to it. Also, after adding the EQ, I have to like cut it and then drag it all the way. When I'm cutting it, I normally play my sound to listen to how it sounds when I cut. So let's go. So you can leave yours at 150, you can leave yours as 47, whatever things you feel. All vocals are different. That's one of the things you need to bear in mind before you mix. So you mustn't do it like the way, you mustn't cut it like the way I cut mine. So that is it.
Hota, ta. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. Like designer, you know you balance.
So the next thing I'm going to be doing is that cutting down, like doing some pick and drop and removing some kind of hard frequency. And ways you can do that is by going this way. I'm going to be tweaking it a little bit, okay, and then I'm going to be playing to hear the sounds because I want to remove some copy sound. Let's see. So that sound was very annoying, so I have to take it off and I have to use my gain to reduce it a little bit, and I want to open the band a little bit because I want it to go the other part. Let's see how it goes.
Hota, ta. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much she not getting man.
So I will be removing something other s, another thing here. Let's go. So I don't like that sound, so I'm going to be bringing it down also. I'm going to be taking that off.
Hota, ta. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much she not getting man.
So I noticed some kind of S sound here. You have to train your ears to know where errors are coming. Let me play.
Not getting man.
Let's cut it down. Just something small.
Hota, ta.
So let's listen without the EQ. Let me turn the EQ off.
Hota, ta.
So let me turn on the EQ.
Hota, ta. Shawty got the booty of the.
So there are much difference. There's some clarity in it, and there is a way the sound was sounding very, very clean as of this time. Now let's talk about another plugin I added was a virtual mix track, and this is one of the sweetest plugin I use for my vocals to achieve some kind of great sounds. So right now I just added an air EQ to this, and then the air EQ sounds this way. I only turn this tube to about 1.22 dB at this edge, as you can see, and let me turn off the rest of the plugin so that we can do it one after the other.
Hota, ta.
So when
Shawty got the booty of the goddess.
you turn this knob all the way up, it sounds this way.
Hota, ta.
And that's not what we want. We just want little of it. Just get little of this and I'm okay with that. So I just get little of this to about how many percent? 1% dB.
Hota, ta. Shawty.
And that's all about the air EQ. So I now added another EQ to this, and which is this. I added another plugins to it, the classic tube, and I have to, at this moment I wanted to emulate a microphone, and I emulate a microphone called the FG12. So I go through every microphone here and I see that this one suits for this kind of vocals I'm doing, and I selected this and I drag this from this place to the middle to about 121% of it, and then it sounds this way.
Hota, ta. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much she not getting man.
So the next plugin I added was a classic a custom series left, and then the custom series, what it normally does is that adding some kind of thickness to my vocal and adding some kind of wide sound to it. That's how I understand it to be, and it sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You
And
know you
that's-
balance anything you
and that's how it sounds with it. So the next plugin I added was a reviver, and then one of the thing I do about the reviver was to just have some kind of little revive to reach at this place, and it's not even up to 12, just around the midwest of the 12, between the 8 and 12. That was what I did at this stage, and that was all, and everything sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer.
So you can also copy my preset. You can also pause the video, copy down the preset, and use it on your mix. Try it if it's going to make a change to your mix. So let's go down to another plugin I added, which is a compressor. At this moment I wanted to compress my vocal, and what did I do concerning the compressor? I use a CLA76, and then I use the black key to compress my this thing. This name normally sounds funny to me, black key. Okay, that's for us, the black man. So let's see what I do the next. What I did next was like the input to I tuned the input to 18, and then I tuned the output also to 18. The attack was just little attack. I was just attacking it little because it's an Afro beat, and then release was about 6.5 point something, and it's not even up to 7. So the release was much. My ratio was around 4, and then it sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer.
So
You know you balance.
So the reason why I have to choose this kind of compressor is because because this is a party music, and I wanted the vocals to be very, very shiny and to be able to sit properly on our mix. That was what I did there. Now let's talk about other plugin I added, which is another plugin from Waves. I added the SSS channel to it, and one of the things I did was just to touch only this knob and didn't touch anything. Only what I touched again was to use this to compress a little bit, set my threshold, release, and other things. And you can also copy the preset, and it sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer.
So as of this moment now, I decided to bring in some of my instruments to play along, to know what I'm doing. So let's play some of our instrument along.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I no go follow you. Baby, give me your body. Make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy. Keep me your company. Give me your body. Make I hold your body.
So the next plugin we are going to be adding is our Mani EQ. So I use the Mani EQ to add some kind of airy parts to it and make it sound very bright. So at the high frequency here, I added about 3.0, and then frequency was about 5K, and it sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out.
So that's
Tell
how
me
it
the
sound without the air EQ. It sounds this way.
Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much Omoeta, ota, ota, tata. Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not getting manners. Classic, how much you too like designer.
I know that my vocals needed a de-esser because it was already sounding very harsh. So I used this de-esser plugin from Wave to control my S's, set my input type to this, and then my frequency, tune it to about 996, and then remove something like this. So my threshold was about -41.7. Yours can be more upper, but this is what works best for this kind of vocals I'm mixing, and that's what I choose to do. So you can bring it down to any extent that you want and set it to your own taste, and that is it. Now let's look at how it plays with the S's.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like designer. You know you balance.
So
Anything you say, I'm on.
Those S's that we have on these vocals, and that's how it sounds with it. Next, our next plugin we are going to be adding is a GW mix, and this is a wave plugin also. I use it to add some kind of sweetness to the sound, and I tune this to up to about what do I add, to about 15.6. so let's play and see how it sounds.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find.
Anything concerning that, and that's the only thing I added concerning that. Let's talk about another plugin. This is where the master plans happen, and this is a saturation plugin from Wave and Abbey Road saturation, and then it sounds this way with it.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I don't go follow you.
It was to like touch my gain here to about 37, and then the pre-EQ, I just play with it a little bit and set some things, do the same thing around this place, and then my mix, I have to tweak my mix a little bit, and then in the blending part. So let's see how it sounds with the mix. So I'll be taking it a little bit.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners.
To 80 this time around because I think it sounds good at this place.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners.
Blend, I have to set my blend to about 80% or so.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like.
Plugin, and I would like you guys to try get these plugins because it's going to be helping you on your mix, and it's a very nice saturation plugin. So the last I added to the vocal mix was a GEEQ, and then I use it to boost a little frequency at the middle range. And let me see if I can boost something here or take away something here.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I don't go follow you. Baby, give me your body. Make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy. Keep me your company. Give me
now, and I noticed something, and I just try to treat it using this. So that is how it is, and that is how I use in mixing this beat. So in this vocal, sorry. So now let's talk about something else I added, which is our reverb. We are going to our reverb at this moment, and as you can see, my reverb was sidechain. My reverb was sidechain to something here, and then let me turn it on. This is the automation I created for my main reverb, and this is the reverb A. I added 2 reverb to this vocal. Yeah, this is the reverb A, and I'm going to be turning it on. Let's see how it sounds.
Shawty got the booty of the goddess. The baby fine, how much you not get the manners. Classic, how much you to like designer. You know you balance. Anything you say, I'm gonna find out. Tell me the reason why I don't go follow you. Baby, give me up.
Talk about the reverb A. I use a Valhalla vintage reverb, and I choose the whole preset, tune my mix to, I think it was just on default. I didn't touch anything concerning that. What I have to do was to create an automation clip whereby I use it to like turn down the reverb, because I noticed these vocals, I wanted to mix it in such a way that it's going to be bringing feelings coming and going. I don't want everything to be sounding just equal. I want some kind of sweet feelings to be coming on the vocals and be going, so that the listener won't feel boring when listening to it. So there was this edge, the reverb here for the starting of the song. That's the first verse was low, and then coming to the end, I wanted it to give you some kind of feelings that goes up, and it sounds this way.
Find out, tell me the reason why I no go follow you. Baby, give me
how
a
it sounded here, and I came to this aspect also. There's something I'm trying to get here, which is the hook, and then I wanted the hook to have more reverb on it, so it sounds this way. And talking about that hook that just sang, it was just a radio effect that I added to it, and which I will be talking about that also, about the radio effect. Now let's go back to our main vocals and what we are mixing.
Baby, make a baby, give me your body, baby, give me your body, make a your body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company.
What I did was to use an EQ to remove some kind of low frequency and some little highs of it, and that is how it sounds with that. Let's talk about the next plugin I added, which is the B Reverb. The B Reverb sounds this way with it, and this B Reverb was created using the automation clip also. So how do I create the reverb automation clip? So after loading my reverb, I'll come here, right click, and then click on the create automation clip, and then after creating the automation clip, it appears in this, and this is the B Reverb, and that is how I wanted this to be at an equal volume because it's a plate reverb. And the reverb I use as a plate reverb, my reverb B, was a Valhalla plate reverb. The default setting was just on default setting, and that is how it sounds with it. And let's play it and see.
Body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company. Give me your body.
It's very, very important because that's what changes the feelings of your song. So I didn't just go down to this reverb and use it and it works for me. I use a lot of reverb, but it doesn't work. So finally, the Valhalla vintage reverb works best for me on this sound, and that's why I go for it, and that's why I use it. Adding an EQ to the reverb B, the same thing, and that is how it sounds. So whoa, I used 3 reverb on this song. Okay, let's see. I used 3 reverb on this song, and this is a GW vocal centrics, and then I used it to add some feelings of reverb to it. This reverb, I did not automate it anymore. I just throw it on it and try to adjust the volume from this place, and it sounds this way with it.
Body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company.
So let's go to the other reverb and see how only this reverb sounds. Let's see.
Body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company. Give me your body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company.
So these are the sounds with it, and let's play everything together with the other reverb and see.
Body, make a your body. I will treat you like my mommy, keep me your company. Give me your body, make a your body.
It was an EQ, and it was a delay, and I added a delay to it. And first I use this manic delay, and it doesn't work for me, so I mute it, and then I use this delay 3, and this is a stock plugin because there's something I wanted to achieve with the delay. So I use this and set my timing to how it fits to my beat. Most importantly, I dumb down the dry aspect of my mix because I want it to be low, very low, and only hear what the delay is doing. That was all I did concerning the delay, and it sounds this way with it. Let me turn it up.
Body, make a your body.
I have to automate my delay also. Automating it, right click and click create automation clip, and it appears here. This is my delay, and then I have to like take away the delay here at the beginning of the song. I don't want the delay to be present, so I take it away and then adjust some little stuff here, and that was what I did with the delay, adding a foot limiter to it and choosing the compressor aspect and then sidechaining to my lead vocal. This is my lead vocal. This is my lead vocal here, and it's on 18, and then I sidechain to that lead vocals, and I have to tweak some of my threshold and then nil and some ratio, and it sounds this way.
Body, make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy.
This compressor was because I wanted it to control my delay. I don't want my delay to be everywhere. I wanted this to control my delay, and that was why I used that on my delay. So the next plugin I added was an EQ, and what I did with the EQ was to remove some basic part of it and some high frequency, a little of it. That was what I did, and I added some vocal doubler, and this I'm going to be talking about this. I choose the preset called the basic doubler, and I took up my high frequency all the way up a little bit. And because why I'm using this delay, because I don't want my delay to be landing the same place my lead vocal is landing. I want my delay to spray to the ears, like spray in the stereo image form, and that was what I actually did to achieve that, and it sounds this way with the delay.
Body, make I hold your body. I will treat you like my mommy. Keep me your company, give me your body. Make I hold your body. I will treat you like
sounding with it, and that was all I did concerning my delay. That was everything I did concerning my delay. And other things, there's not that thing I did. So let me play this and see.
body.
Concerning my backup was, this is my lead backup, and it was sent to the same preset I use in my lead vocals, and this is a second backup, and it was sent to 16. I use the same this thing also. I use the same, I send it to my lead vocals channel also, but I consolidate and added other plugins to it. Where is 16 and this is 16. I consolidate and added some other plugins to it, like EQ, make the backup very wide using the wider, and then I added another reverb to it to make it sound different, and I added another plugins to it, which is the multi-band compressor plugins to let the mid-range of the song of that backup to breathe a little bit. That was all I did there, and it sounds this way with that backup. Yeah, and I came to this aspect also. It was the same thing, just that I have to like take this to the left and pan this to the left a little bit, and pan this to the right. Was about 62% of panning, and then this aspect was sent to 14. That was sent to 14, and then let me see what I added at the 14 was an harmony engine that I added, and the harmony engine I just threw it up and choose this aspect to about 3, about to third, and that was all I did there. And let's see how the harmony, only the harmony sounds. 16, I think the harmony was sent to 14. 14, yeah. This is the harmony. Let me play the harmony for you alone so that you can listen to what the harmony sounds with it. Okay, let me mute the other backup. And with other plugin I added with this, right now what I added next was sending this to my main lead vocals, and it's using the plugins on the lead vocals. And then also my backup, again I have to use the preset on the lead vocal, so at this time I have to pound this. So it's all about pounding your backup. It doesn't have any specific way of you pounding it. You can pound it to how it suits your ears and how you wanted it to be. And that was all concerning the backup. There's something I did here also, which is like I sent this to channel 17, to track 17, and it was a radio effect which I use a multi-band compressor to achieve those rate sound, cut the low aspect and the high aspect, and it sounds this way. Subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for the mastering process of this music, and you're going to learn a lot. I am going to be coming with so many different kind of ways you can do this. Now let's take a look at my other thing I did here was to like use an automation clip to like, how do I create it? Was right click, sorry, was to double click it. No, okay, I think yeah, I think I right click here and then create automation clip. This one is for volume and this one is for panning and this one is for volume. So I created it for volume, and then I use that to take away the aspect of this, bring the volume of this, because I don't want this to be very loud. I want this to be loud. Let's see. So I bring the volume of that down because there was another backup here that was clashing with it, so I don't want it to disturb the other ones, and I want the other one to be present more than this at this stage. So that was what I did, the same thing for everything. And that was how it sounded. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, drop your comment on every form of video you have watched, and I promise to reply you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.